Hello. Will this be on the test? Dude, I'm not joking. Let me show you guys. Actually, hold on. Here. Hold on. Dude, I was typing. I straight up, I felt like I was in a college lecture. Hi everyone. 6 pages. Six, 6 pages. There was I was typing for a lecture. Dude, I typed quicker and more for this stream than I did for my college classes. It's bad. It is bad. But whatever. I, s- I got so excited when Morimer finally came out. I started typing in all caps. Who's Ira? Yes, Red is from the D&D stream. Aaron, you should have the card down, girl. Put the card down. What card? Which card? Sorry. Damn, I work fast. My typing speed, the highest it's ever reached is I think 103 words per minute. My average is generally around 85. And he wasn't speaking that fast, so it wasn't hard to keep up with him, thankfully. Although I wonder if that's because he wanted to avoid some questions. Oh, my bank card. Oh. Um, yeah. Today was payday for me, so I didn't hold back on that. Also, I really, 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 really wanted answers. I really wanted answers. Okay. Um, Honestly though, there's no test, obviously. But I think it would be really funny if we made a Kahoot on Avalon lore and had like a game show night one time. Any interesting costumes at work? It was just normal. Make a Kahoot. I want to make a Kahoot. I know what my questions would be. I have the whole slides. I just want more information before we make it. But I do want to do like a game show kind of thing. You're about to see all red coming from my screen. I was worried because you were said I kept all of them at $5 for a reason. Don't worry. Don't worry. I kept them cheap for a reason because I knew I would have a lot of questions. Back to Red. Yes, Red is from the D&D stream. He was the one who was said to have led everyone to devastation. He was the one that the ghost talked about when they went on that exploring thing. Um, and the ghost was like, Red got too merciful of an end. He got absorbed into the crystal, which was better than he deserved, and the rest of us were damned here to just be stuck here forever without our memories and without our names, identity, or anything. Um, Curious to see if the rest of the crystals will emerge from their slumber. I agree. Morimer seemed to imply that they would. Because he was like, I'm sure you'll meet them all soon enough. Which reminds me, we finally know which crystal belongs to who. I messed it up. Cass has Mirren, and Zanny has Driss. You know, I didn't process that until the question came up. Red is not in another crystal. I think one of the voices is Red. My personal theory is that Red is the crown. Arthur, wake up, girl. But I think he's in Morimer because personally, Red was a Morimer holder. We know that because the ghost said that it wasn't one of the 4 crystals that was there, meaning Arthur, Driz, Mirren, and Celat. And that was also when they found out what the 5th crystal was, which is Morimer, which is what Roscoe has. So Red was a Morimer holder, which means he's in that crystal. We don't know though if he has if he's hold on, my mom just came home. Let me go say hi real quick. Okay, I am back. Yes, he did say that Sela is nice to people who are traumatized, which is a whole other thing to unpack. But anyways, okay. Arthur is asleep. Driss has been fought over constantly. Mirren has not always been with the elves. Mirren has been with the elves since he was found by the elves. We don't know if Selot wipes memories. I don't think Selot's the cause of the curse. Yeah. I don't know. It could be that Selot's quote unquote kindness to the traumatized is erasing their trauma. But Lucy's losing all his memories, not just traumatic memories, so I don't know if Selot's the cause of the curse. Or if Selot's only behind the memories, or only whatever. I don't know. The Tears of Avalon thing was crazy. Yes. Shards. There's so much. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Didn't Selot appear after the disaster? We don't... What do you mean? Which disaster? Which disaster is my question? Like after Lucy's friend died? Because I don't think we know. But note. Roscoe says not to trust Morimer because he is an ancient being, and even Roscoe does not know what is going on in his head. He said to take everything with a grain of salt. See, that's what I want to talk about too, because some people said that Morimer seems misunderstood. I think that's what he wants to portray to us. I also have a lot of other theories. I think he wouldn't hesitate to lie to us. I think he does whatever is amusing to him because he's lived so long. It's natural for him to want to be amused. But anyways, okay, here's my issue right now. I have a headache. I have a maybe slight fever, but we're okay. Everything's fine. But because of that, I am not as organized as I usually would be. I'm wondering if Morimer is a neutral figure rather than a villain. I don't think he's... I feel like he emphasized the whole natural part too much for him to be purely neutral. My mom is calling me. Give me a moment. Okay. I think he does what he deems necessary, but also I think what he deems necessary is different than what actually has to be necessary. I also think he emphasized that things have to follow the natural order a little too much for him to be entirely neutral. In my personal opinion. I also agree. I think he has some kind of ulterior motive. He did mention that he had a duty or a responsibility, something that he was coming out for. He also did not hide his disdain for humans. Let's see. What are your thoughts on crystal bearers? Okay. A foolish assumption to assume that the crystals are tools to be used. We are not tools to be used. Did he say that they possess? I don't know if I missed it. Honestly, I do think I have to go back a bit because I was typing a lot and I know I missed a couple things. Delete row. Ooh, don't delete the whole table. We are not tools to be used. Use this wrong and you will have consequences. You know what though? You know what we heard at the end? We heard the sound that we've been hearing in the other streams. We heard the sound that we've been hearing on the other streams. Towards the end when Morimer was trying to kill us. Right? Mm-hmm. Did he say a name?
Someone doesn't respect privacy. I didn't think they'd be in this shard.
He said, I didn't think they'd be in this shard. So I don't think he gave us an actual name. I don't think we're made of the same flesh that Roscoe is made, because Roscoe was made in Primaterra. And he made us after he came here. So I don't think it's possible for us to be made from the same flesh unless he lugged a dead body, multiple dead bodies with him. Because remember, Roscoe's not made from just one body. He is a flesh golem. He's made from multiple bodies. What we did get from Morimer, which was a crazy, crazy lore drop, was that his brain is still intact. And technically, possibly, we could access the person that he was before. Which is interesting to me, because when I researched flesh golems before, I think shard is dimensions. I think shards are dimensions, because he had said Earth is a shard, I agree, and then there was also just relation to Avalon. I think shards are dimensions. Or worlds. It's the same thing in the end. When I researched flesh golems, it said that technically they would have no memories of beforehand because they're made from multiple different bodies. But I also think that the flesh golems I looked into are made with the idea that they don't have brains. They're just there to serve a purpose. And I'm assuming that the fact that Roscoe was made with the crystal, because Morimer mentioned that Roscoe is a result of necromancy and science, that is how he gained his soul, in a sense. My thought is the crystal power made a new soul. Yes, the crystal's power is what made the souls for Roscoe's, because Roscoe mentioned that in the stream that he deleted way back when. I think Steph has a recording of it. I wonder why that same sound was in the other boys' streams. It seems like a warning. I think it has something to do with the crystals activating. I know Zanny played it again today, and that he's still not reacting to it in any way. The thing that really solidifies that, why I think that it's the crystals like activating or some kind of power or something, is because, yeah, see, there's recordings of that deleted VOD. I have clips of that deleted VOD. I might have a full recording somewhere. I'm not sure where. Is because when Gale played that sound, he was like, oh, I have to go. But again, he didn't sound super surprised or confused, but he also didn't sound like he 100% knew what was going on. It seemed like he was being compelled to do something. Is the world fragmented by an impact at one point that shattered and made each shard a new world? I don't think Avalon was ever a world. Avalon is the name Primaterra gave to that space. From the way Morimer talked about it, he also said that they came into Avalon from a different shard. Or they came into Primaterra from a different shard through Avalon. So I don't think Avalon is like something that got exploded and then made a bunch of different shards and worlds. I don't know why he's using the word shard. It has to be... My brain hurts. 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 No, Avalon is a point. Avalon is a place. Avalon is a place. You can see it in Zanny's lore video. Avalon is the place that is the where the dimensions, where the border between dimensions is the thinnest. It's a literal physical place that can be seen in Zanny's lore video. It's at the end. They make it there. The crystals react to it, and then they get isekai to Roscoe. What I did notice is that I think Morimer said something that ties back to the monkey's paw thing. I don't know if, like, I don't know. I don't know if Avalon is a point that got broken. It made an opening. I know it made an opening, but I don't know if it like shattered and made different shards. Wait, so Avalon being the opening and that's why they're in our world now? Yes. Avalon opened long, long ago. That was the Age of Glass. The Age of Glass is when Avalon became an opening and when the tears came through and all that war and whatever. Avalon is a door to different places. In a sense, yes. I don't think it's super easy to travel between the different dimensions, but I think it was possible for the boys because of their crystals. Or I guess because of the tears. Not that Morimer likes that name, but you know what? We can't all get things we like, so he's gonna have to suck it up. Let's see. Face much worse. Oh my god, that was not typing. Face much worse than rats. As long as the abomination shows his face, then I can guarantee your safety. Anyways, are you trapped in the crystal? And we can combine this. Crystal. This is not gonna fit, actually. We'll just make a new slide. Delete row. New slide. Oh my god, not like that. We can delete this. We can pull this up. Okay, that's a little too far up. Okay. Are you... Oh, typos. No. And then he did touch on this towards the end as well. Okay. The other question that this kind of overlaps with was, how did you get the crystal? The answer, misunderstanding, not trapped in the crystal or within the crystal. He is the crystal. All 5 are crystals. All 5 are siblings and crystals. That was a crazy thing and gives me a lot of ideas. Siblings and the crystal who have seen ages pass by, seen atrocities, know everything, been in countless... Oh! Oh! Countless shards. The fact that the crystals are siblings is so interesting. The fact that the crystals are siblings and the fact that Morimer says that he's like in charge of life and death, I think the other crystals are also in charge of different natural processes that happen in the world. In Roscoe's case, I think the scientists found Morimer and Roscoe took it from him. Yes. The scientists had Morimer for whatever reason. We don't know how the scientists got Morimer. And then Roscoe killed him and took it from him. 5 siblings, that feels like a reference to something. I think it's a reference to the 5 elements. Oh, what tale? Like a fairy tale. I can do digging. But if we think about the 5 elements, most people say there's 4, obviously. Water, wind, earth, and fire. But there's a 5th one. Did he tweet something? Why did you say my name like that? Did he tweet something? Drop the file?
Commencing audio log number 42. Commencing audio log number 42. Topic, static. There's been a weird noise, which I'm calling the static, that I and the rest of the group have been hearing to the
Oh my
past
god,
2
this
weeks.
little son of a
Not only
bitch.
that, but during our conversation, Morimer seemed to be caught off guard by it as well. I've been racking my head about it for hours now, but I can't seem to figure out what it could be. So, I'll state what we know about this static so far. Firstly, we know that whatever this noise is has been repeating at irregular intervals, going off at random times during the day or night, and there seems to be no pattern at all. Secondly, our crystals seem to be reacting to it as well. I've heard from the guys that their crystals pulsed and flickered when the static showed up, so whatever this is, it's messing with the tears. And lastly, Morimer's last statement, someone doesn't respect privacy. What does that even mean? Is someone watching? But how? I swear, if it's some stupid magic thing, I'm gonna get so mad. Whatever the case, how can a sound track us? It's only an audio frequency. How can that... Wait, what if it isn't just a sound? It could be a byproduct of something else, something that's being used to track the energy of... Oh my god, I'm a genius! Console, in the log. I've got work to do.
Son of a... Hold on. My brain hurts. We'll come back to this in a moment. Hold on. My brain hurts. I don't think it's someone. I don't think it's a mortal person. I think it's playing with the elements of good and evil. Am I okay? Yes, I'm fine. Whatever. I guess. I'm losing my mind, but it's fine. It's okay. It's fine. I don't think someone wants those crystals with Avalon. I think that there's someone who's trying to... Who can... I mean, it's... Morimer said that someone's being nosy and that he didn't expect to see them in this shard. Morimer knows this person. He knows what this sound is. He reacts to it. Apparently the other crystals are reacting to it. It has to be someone who is of the same power. Because how else would they be able to stop Morimer from killing us? Right? It has to be someone who's lived as long as... Did he post another one? We were just looking at it. Log 42. It has to be someone that has a similar power. Whole things looks like a fantasy analog horror without the horror. Yeah, pretty much. It is a fantasy. It is a fantasy thing. Maybe. But I don't think... Okay, hold on. I want to get all this stuff down. Pause. We're just going to start copying and pasting because I want to move on. Oh, also, for whoever thought I was catching strays when people said that the Morimer, my beloved question was me coded, I wasn't catching strays. That was me. That was me. I most definitely sent that. I guess this is answer. Question was, do you really offer salvation? If so, what kind? Let me, hold on. I'm gonna control shift. Oh my god, not that. Control shift all. No. Control all? Yes, okay. Chivo, normal, size 12. Okay, that way is easier. This is where I noticed personally that he comes back to Monkey's Paw. Oh my god, wait, I closed the wrong thing. Oh my god, where'd you guys go? Okay, there we go. We know, Arin, we know. Not much to say. I don't think it's Gen 2. I don't think it's Gen 2 related. Just because, FSP seems to be pulling all the boys together, not just boom, you are now in place and you. Instead, they actually pull them in a way. I also think, though, that that's like partly because the boys are so in tune with each other, and that they all have that creative streak where they kind of want to push their lore further. So, but it is nice that they have that overarching story together. Okay. I'll continue adding to the slides in a moment. Oh, I don't think it's Gen 2 related because personally, I think trying to get all 10 members to have lore that overlaps while also giving them all the freedom to do their own stories sounds really, really, really hard. I'm also thinking of my own mental health. If I have to keep track of 10 people's lores because they all intertwine, I might cry. I don't get paid for this. I do not get paid for this. Okay. I'm hoping Gen 2 is related. I also think they're not like anywhere near on the same themes. I'm at FSP or me too. But I don't think Gen 2 and Avalon like have similar looking themes at all. If you know what I mean. Okay. Salvation. Oh, this is where I feel like comment. Monkey's paw. Make a wish, but it comes at a price for messing with the natural order of things. And Monkey's Paw has been mentioned before. If you're not sure where, you can go back in the slides. It's all there. Okay, next question. Do you remember Elred? If so, what was it like? Avalon seems more fantasy than Gen 2. I think we just have to see Gen 2 before we know anything, you know? Comment. Elred was mentioned in the D&D stream. I'm not sure if anything I do will help, but TBH I pull. Yeah, more means yeah. More and Mer are roots. We've been speculating for a while that Morimer has something to do with death, and now he's confirmed that he does have to do with the cycle of life and death. This is where I was like, Morimer's starting to pull stuff out of his ass. Cause like he started being like, oh, Islered got greedy and he wanted to save everyone, but he didn't want to pay the price. But when we asked what the price was, Death. Death. Right? And so when he calls Islred greedy for that, that's where I'm kind of like, I can see where we shouldn't trust all of his words. His own set of rules that he abides by. Yes, he is a gray character, and I freaking love morally gray characters. He might not be morally gray. I think if we learn more about him, we will see why people consider him a villain. But oh my god, if he's like a freaking Damon Salvatore type beat, it's over for me. Hi, Angel. Has always been part of the system deciding life and death, but he's only been part of the death side. He doesn't know how to determine what life is deserving. He just brings death. I think in that sense, he's just unbiased. He is purely thinking in terms of black and white. But you're right. He's not like, oh, this person gets to live because they were good or whatever. That's not how he operates. He's just, this person shouldn't exist because it goes against the natural laws of the world, is what he claims. Is what he claims. Now, the other thing that's interesting is that when he says it wasn't willing to pay the price and they say death, he doesn't necessarily specify that, it has to be the death of the person who asked for something. It seems to be just death in general. And I think that ties back to Soldier's story, because we know that Soldier's daughter died. I don't need Roscoe's help. I was so crazy about typing, I didn't capitalize anything. What do you need from Roscoe? Ready to murder us all. Why is he not just going for Roscoe directly? I think Morimer has his own restrictions. If he didn't have his own restrictions, like, we wouldn't be here. Roscoe wouldn't be here. None of this would exist. It'd be over already. Morimer has his own restrictions, and I think the sounds that we've been hearing in the other streams has something to do with that. Why won't it let me... There we go. Oh. Yeah, he was bound before. I think because we were made directly with the crystal. All of Roscoe's creations, and even Roscoe himself, is related to the crystal. We all came from the power of the crystal. It seems to be what's been implied so far. We were doomed from the start. I was scared the moment he said time's running out. I was too, and then I realized he was talking about our time to talk on stream. I was like, holy crap, he's coming for us right now. And then I was like, oh, he just meant when stream was ending. Why won't it let me adjust the freaking table size? Google Slides hates me. Sweet mother of God. It's letting me adjust everything except for what I want to adjust. I really want to know more about Roscoe, though. The fact that his brain is in one piece and the fact that the jacket is so important. Yes, I agree. Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Position of the Abomination's compatriots. Very quiet recently. Very quiet recently. I am the most vocal one. I am sure in due time you'll get to know each other much better. It was assumed he just stole it from the... no, we see him steal it from the scientist in his lore video. The question is why the scientist was experimenting on him. Roscoe has definitely become a scientist of himself. I forget what the question exactly was. What was the question where he said to ask Stella about the curse, about the cure? Something about Lucy and his memories. Something about Lucy and his memories. Do you think the other crystals have their restrictions too? Yes. They're siblings. They're related. Why does it do that? Do you all have similar powers? No. This is where my theory comment. Morimer and his... not Mortimer, freaking hell. No. Oh my god, I misspelled it now. Why? Mother. Can I just add to dictionary? Add to personal dictionary. Okay, there we go. Don't haha. Morimer and his siblings likely all have some kind of role that is connected with the natural order of things. My Ismail Megan Avalon Theory YouTube channel. I am not that active in streams and videos. So I will not be making a separate YouTube channel for that. We'll just be here. I do have my lore thread. I have the slides. Everything's on there. The Avalorium tag and can be found there. Morimer has been the most vocal to us and most willing to. Arthur is just asleep. We love the range of the crystal siblings. Yeah. This one also kind of makes sense to me because we know that Arthur gives Gale a glimpse of the future. Avalon lore is your brand at this point. Yeah, insanity. Did I not fix the capitalization? Oh my goodness. Lore and fanfics. Oh my god, I haven't written fanfics in a while and I feel bad. Avalorm literally need a wiki at this point. I started one and then I got lazy. It's because I don't know how to organize it. We get like, I don't know if I should organize it by member, by date that the information's coming out. If I should organize it by like type of information, you know, like crystal information, Primaterra information, this information, that information, whatever. So I'm just sticking with the slideshow. And yeah, I started making a wiki and then I got lazy, so there's that. Do you think the main body of Roscoe is related to the scientists at all? Yes. And no. I think the brain maybe. But I also think that if it was someone that the scientists cared about, he wouldn't like electrocute them and stuff, you know? Or like lock them up or put them through torture. But maybe I'm just too nice. He's always been in someone's pocket was interesting. Da, da, da. Oh my god, that is long. That gets its own slide. Hold on. We'll finish this slide and then we'll put that on its own slide. Is Primatero with 1R or 2R? Because I've been spelling it with 2. Okay. Okay, so I was right. We're good. I was like, oh my god, my whole life is a lie. I'm a fraud. Well, Tara, yeah, but we know how Roscoe is with spelling, so I wouldn't trust. Like, sticking to the logical thing is not necessarily helpful with that one. I'm not, it's not a thing, it's a, why the heck does he like freaking Catanea and Shemai and what is it? What else did he have? What else did I suffer from? The Prism Woods and the... Anyways. Whatever. It's 1R if you look at... See? I freaking told you. I told you. I told you. This is how he is with spelling because he hates me. He just hates me. He 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 hates me. I shouldn't say that after he gave us so much lore. He likes seeing us suffer. He likes seeing us suffer. He likes seeing us suffer. He hates me is easier to say. He hates me. 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 I'm so salty. Sorry. I'm okay. I'm okay. Lore! Hi, Barry. Hello, hello. Why is my mouse glitching? My computer hates me. I have a job, a calling, a responsibility. Responsibility, not that you mortals. Oh my god, Barry, what the frick? Thank you for the supa. Supas are live. Yes, OMG. Thank you for the supa. Let's go. The supa scared me. Me too, dude. That's my first supa. Thank you, Barry. Let's go. This is another part where I was like, I feel like Morimer's kind of Arin earlier, I don't get paid for this. And now Barry, what do you mean? Oh. Okay. Legend Thor Morimer keeps hitting on Roscoe for messing with the cycle, but I thought Roscoe's were the only thing that got us sold. Every other experiment is also technically alive. They just aren't as sentient as we are. So that is still breaking the rule. He's still messing with the natural order of things. He's still creating things that can move around and do things. Right? We know that his experiments aren't dormant. Nyambi is his first experiment, which is a slime, and Nyambi is also alive. So, I mean, Nyambi's not dead. He's alive. He exists. Anything undead, yeah. Anything that is not quote-unquote natural. But see, here's the other thing. Many see me as a villain, blah, 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 blah. A process most sacred, and if you wish to disrupt it, you must be prepared to pay the price. There are rules that cannot be broken, and your little abomination friend has been breaking them ever since he woke up. Does that explain my hatred? I'm gonna make that actually a separate table, because low-key this answers... Oh, why do you call Roscoe an abomination? Ormer's a hater, real and true. I think Morimer does abide by his own set of rules, but I also think he looks at things like everything's very black and white with him. Oh my god. Which is interesting. Could it be because he doesn't see Roscoe as perfect? No, it's because Roscoe does defy the natural order of things. Roscoe shouldn't exist, technically. He is a result. He's an experiment. That was actually one of my questions. I was a little nervous. That was a good question. Good question. All the questions we had answered today were good questions. I love it. I know Roscoe filtered through them, but good question. Groups of survivors fighting each other became villages and developed into kingdoms. Nothing changed after the growth. We remain fighting each other for resources, territory. He's the result of science and necromancy. Yes. And necromancy in itself in many different fantasy worlds is seen as unnatural, and dark magic, forbidden magic, etc., etc., etc. So that in itself isn't unusual. Yes, what should be dead should be dead. And unless one's life is created naturally as life intends for it, they're breaking the order. Yeah. Everything's black or white. It's either you follow the natural order or you don't. I don't know who Wei Wuxian is. I'm sorry, I'm uncultured apparently. I don't know this. What is this? Something we can add here. Oh my god, not that. This should indent one. Do not break the natural cycle. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Here's the other thing. Is Morimer your actual name? And yes, it was given to him by who? You don't need to know. It means we got the meaning of his name, a part of death. Explain his rule and everything. By who? By who? By who? It means there's a bigger thing, person, being, that's a part of all this. And that might have to do with the sounds that we're hearing. Right? Absolutely possible. Because the thing is, I really highly doubt that Morimer would accept a name from someone, from a human, first of all. I don't think the humans are humans aren't the ones that named him. So he's just scared of saying there's something more powerful than him. Exactly. Exactly. Note. He refers to Roscoe. Commitment to storytelling? Yes! I love his commitment to storytelling, and it's so good, and I'm so excited for what we're going to get. I know I sound angry, but that's because I'm going insane. I'm just insane. More. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, he makes it so immersive. Yeah. And like, honestly, I wasn't expecting the screen that we got today. That was crazy. Tying it with the involvement to the rest of the members with crystals. Yeah. What are your views for life and death for humans? What are shards? We did not get an answer for that one, although I think at this point we're all on the same page of thinking that has something to do with dimensions. Comment. Very likely different dimensions. Does his body really belong to you? This one was interesting to me because he does keep asking, or he does keep saying that he's going to take back what's rightfully his, right? And for the longest time, that's why we thought that Morimer was stuck in the crystal, because he made it sound like he was trying to get the crystal back. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Morimer, well, no, it's not the case. Morimer is the crystal. So in that case, what is rightfully his? Is it the fact that Roscoe shouldn't be alive? And is it rightfully his because he's in charge of the natural order of things? Is he like Hades? Arin 90% of the time being cozy ASMR mode and then going all diepan when she's hyped. I love this. I'm glad you're enjoying my insanity. But that's like his powers, the ability to use his powers to bring things to life, no. But I don't know if he can bring things to life. Maybe he can give new life to things. Am I doing okay? No. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm EP. Okay. I don't know. What was I even talking about? He was trying to get a body. That's true. We all thought he was trying to get a body. Oh, that's what I was talking about. The crystals. What is rightfully his? I wonder if he's like saying it's rightfully his, like Roscoe's soul was supposed to be collected, kind of like the way that like River Styx is supposed to collect souls in Greek mythology. That's the name the Prematerans gave us when we came out of the opening. Avalon, they now call it. Compared it to tears falling down from a calling eye, became the tears of Avalon. What do you mean by Avalon being an opening? Does it have to do with being the place the lines between dimensions is the thinnest? Oh, you do know a bit of history. He sounded so amused. I was like, damn. But also like, teehee. Grim Reaper type of thing. That seems to be somewhat the vibe. A little bit. Yes, it does have to do with that. I'll let you figure out the rest. It being a place where your wishes can be granted. Who knows? You certainly don't. Notes. Hi, Tiny. Hello, hello. Has it already been an hour? What the I'm gonna kill Roscoe Grace. Oh my god. Okay. Notes. Opening. Gateway to different shards. Dimensions. Notes. Place where wishes can be granted. Leaning towards no. Leaning towards no because Morimer mentioned that he grants wishes. I'm curious what room we came in to ask Morimer a question. That's true. We went in somewhere in the basement. Hold on. Okay. We don't know where we went. Yeah. He sent us in somewhere. I don't know where. It seems that it seems that the crystals, powers, and Avalon have been blurred throughout the history. He gave a lot of lore, yeah. The history of Avalon. Okay. That's my current thought process in terms of what opening is. In terms of what opening is, as well as in terms of whether Avalon actually grants wishes or not. I think Avalon doesn't grant wishes. I think it's the crystals that quote unquote grant wishes. I do think we're somewhere in the lab. Yeah. We're somewhere in the lab. Oh. Why? What is Roscoe to you? I need a sneeze. Would they be able to grant wishes if they were together, if the crystals became whole? I don't think that matters. I think Morimer can grant wishes regardless. because he tried to grant Iolred's wish, right? Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't think I think each of the crystal grants wishes in different ways. I think all of them also have some kind of price that you have to pay because all of them seem to be related to some kind of natural order. Bless you, thank you. Zanny sneeze on God. No! I think Zanny has cuter sneezes than I do. Who is Rascal or who was he before? They think Avalon is an ether. Blesses you. I'm banning Angel. I'm banning Angel. They think Avalon is an ethereal place where if you know, yes. They think Avalon is the place that grants wishes. I think the crystals granted wishes for a price. And so therefore I say they quote unquote granted wishes. I don't think my brain hurts, my brain hurts, my brain hurts, my brain hurts. My brain hurts. Okay. Bless you. Thank you. Zanny is Zanny. That's true. Granting wishes for a price, but what price would each boy have to pay? I think... Okay, so let's talk about this for a moment before we move on. I think that the crystals are drawn towards specific types of people. And here's what I mean. I think that... How do I... Okay, first I need to use the bathroom. Let me organize my thoughts. Bathroom break. I'll be right back. Okay. Hello. Club Netherbrand is a pocket dimension. He did make it with his crystal, but I think it's a combination of his magic and using the crystal, because I know that Zanny uses the crystal as kind of a channel for his magic. Yes, he did lose his wing after getting the crystal. It was after he escaped the underworld. He met a woman of his kind and they basically were a dangerous duo together. Hunting someone, paladins went after him. Hold on, I have a slide on this. Pause. Too far. Rascals deleted Bob once upon a time. Zanny lost the wing. After he already stole the crystal from his parents, young Xander was spoiled and didn't know how to do anything for himself, fell in love with someone, passionate romance, attracting unwanted attention, claims that his wing was cut off by the sword of Damocles when he was trying to protect his lover. Always thought it was before? No. I think, okay, so what I was trying to say is I think each of the crystals have to do with like a different natural order of something, right? A natural process of the world, because Morimer is in charge of life and death, but there's a lot of other natural processes in the world, like the passage of time, or not messing with the past and the future. And I think Arthur has something to do with that, considering Gale's dreams. Like, you could say him losing his wing is part of the price. Maybe. But I don't know if Zanny had like a wish, you know, yet at that time. Or I don't know what his wish is. I do think that each of the crystals have a different quote unquote dominion. Yes, Zanny wanted to kill the boys for their crystals. But I think that's because no one fully knew what the crystals were. They just saw them as a tool for power, right? Is each crystal... No, they're not controlling dimensions. I think they're quote-unquote ruling over different processes. So what I mean is, like, Morimer is in charge of life and death. I think Gale's is in charge of something to do with the passage of time or with timelines, because he has the whole deja vu thing going on, right? And in that sense, I think each crystal is also drawn to or somehow falls into the hands of similar people. Because if we look at the past owners of Morimer, or owners, maybe I shouldn't call, the past contractors of Morimer, right? If we look at the past contractors of Morimer, I think that all of them had a similar kind of obsession with life and death, right? And all of them had a similar wish to save things. 'Cause like, Soldier wanted to save his daughter, right? He was strong enough to keep killing people, but that took a toll on him. The only thing that was saving his mentality was his daughter, but then his daughter also died, and then he almost lost it. And then we didn't get the rest of the story because he made it to the next part in a difficult game about climbing. But it's the same with this king, right? The king also kept saying that it was the only way and that certain things needed to be done, and something about stagnation. Kings also talked about stagnation. That was in the Pizza Tower stream. And then in King talked about stagnation and not Pizza Tower, because Scroll talked about the stagnation of humanity and life and death and all of that. That was Pizza Tower, I think. Oh my god, why does he do this to me? Anyways, they've all had this thing with life and death. Even Roscoe has this thing with life and death. Poppy Playtime was king, but he didn't talk about the stagnation of life and death in that one. He was just talking about how things are inevitable. I think King has talked to us twice. Yes, I think, unless I'm remembering wrong, which is completely possible. I'm on like 5 hours of sleep. I've been up since 7 a.m. My brain hurts. I have a slight fever. It's okay though. I think my brain's just running on overtime right now. I think like they've all had this like thing with life and death, right? There's been something that has, I'm fine, I'll be okay. There's been something that has forced them to look into life and death, right? There's been something that's forced them to research or to be obsessed with or to look into or to be attached to the theories and the processes between life and death. And every single one of them has been with Morimer. Like, there's a pattern, right? Driss is different. Driss has been stuck with House Netherbrand for generations, right? Because they've caused war over him. They know how powerful he is, etc., etc., etc. And then Arthur seems to be causing something with deja vu, with the passage of time. So I feel like, in that sense, possibly all of the quote-unquote crystal bearers then in turn wish for similar things in the end. They're all connected to their users somehow. And I think that in that sense, they also wish for similar things. They have similar desires, similar wishes, and somehow end up with the crystal, somehow end up coming in contact with the crystal that matches their desire. And honestly, the reason why my brain went in this direction for this desire, correct me if I'm wrong, the only one whose face actually died has been Roscoe, right? In terms of when he met Morimer, yes, the other ones were still alive. I thought Avalon was all about the power of friendship. The true journey was the friends we made along the way. The reason why my brain goes towards this is because I once read a webtoon called Flow. Maybe the real Avalon was just us all along. I read a webtoon called Flow once, and they had My Little Pony walked so Avalon could run. I read a webtoon called Flow once, and then what they had was they also had like something similar kind of, but they had like spirit guardians, right? And there were the 4 big guardians, and each one had similar owners that would wish for similar things, but it was the same thing in the sense that Flo mentioned it was the same thing in the sense that depending on their wish they would have to pay a price, right? And for the 4 guardians, each of them would wish for similar things. So the one that bore the white tiger would always make a wish that was related to time, right? And the blue dragon, they would always wish for something to do with seeing the future, and they would always have to pay a price for it. And I feel like the crystals are a similar vibe. I wonder why Driz was specific. Was it I think it could be a power to teleport. It's I don't know exactly if the crystal's power is what makes the new dimension, or if Sandy's just like using his magic to do it, or maybe it's a combination of both. I also think that Driss just happened to fall into the hands of demons, and that's why that one ended up being the one that fought war over, because that's how Morimer implied that Cass got Mirren, and that he was like, oh, Mirren's been in the hands of elves ever since they found him, blah, 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 blah. Kind of makes me think Crystal's power to make... He did use the crystal's power to make Nyambi and the Rascals. He has used the crystal on all of his experiments, and that's how we exist. Reread, because I didn't read... You didn't read the end? Oh, girl. Good luck. It's painful. It's painful. It was a good story though. That was a good story. Okay. After stream, audio log number 42, the static. I want to make that its own stream. I mean, own stream. I want to make that its own slide. I'll just make this bigger. And then I'll take this and put that here too. And then make this bigger. I was close to the ending though, but I stopped IDKY. Now it got me worried. I think it was a good ending. It was a good ending. You'll enjoy it. I love webtoons. Oh, I made it 16. Okay, no wonder it looks weird. But also, guys, Morimer being like, boo, was also kind of cute. Boo. It's like a kid being like, rawr. Boo. Let's see. Let's take you. Boo. You can watch the streams still. Have fun. Dude, I was recording the whole thing because I was so scared he would freaking I was so scared he would unarchive it. I was like, what if he deletes this one too? And it's so bad because in my recording you just see me sending supas over and over. It was so bad. So bad. So I can never post that recording anywhere, but whatever, it's fine. I have it and that's all I need. I think I also forgot. Hold on. I feel like I forgot a question. I did not forget a question. I just need to go back and edit something. Which we'll find. Do I use question marks? Oh, here we go. Oh, I do use question marks that much. Oh my goodness. Confused by the fact we named it after the ground. Morimer, my beloved. I did send that once. I wanted to send it at least once. I was like, he's finally here. I need to say it. Morimer, my beloved. I seriously wonder who Roscoe was talking to. Me too. My first guess would be the other boys. When I first heard Morimer, I was like, Wood? Same. Freaking same. Ow. Okay, let's see. Let's see this recording again. Freaks, most of you. I never denied it, so I don't know.
Commencing audio log number 42. Topic, static. There's been a weird noise, which I'm calling the static, that I and the rest of the group have been hearing through the past few weeks. Not only that, but during our conversation, Morimer seemed to be caught off guard by it as well. I've been racking my head about it for hours now, but I can't seem to figure out what it could be. So I'll state what we know about the static so far. Firstly, we know that whatever this noise is has been repeating at irregular intervals, going off at random times during the day or night, and there seems to be no pattern at all. Secondly, our crystals seem to be reacting to it as well. I've heard from the guys that their crystals pulsed and flickered when the static showed up, so whatever this is, it's messing with the tears. And lastly, Morimer's last statement. Someone doesn't respect privacy. What does that even mean? Is someone watching? But how? I swear, if it's some stupid magic thing, I'm gonna get so mad. Whatever the case, how can a...
Wait, what else did Morimer say? Someone doesn't respect privacy. Is someone
I'm gonna
watching?
get so mad. Whatever the case, how can a sound track us?
I think it's funny that Roscoe has like gripes with magic. That's true. He's so irritated by it. I bet you it's because Cass has cast some random spells on Roscoe.
Only an audio frequency. How can that... Wait. What if it isn't just...
Not the if evil, why hot. If evil, why hot? I'm not judging Trust. I have no right to say anything with the way I reacted to... Dude. Guys, pause. Intermission. I really freaking hope he zooms in to his torso during the 3D. Like, come on. His tummy. Stop, OMG. Clipping. Don't clip it. Excuse you. What the heck? Don't clip that. What the heck? What? What? You cannot say that you did not feel the same way. He has holdable hips. Don't even start with me. We've had those showcases where he zoomed in on his hips, and we all know that they're freaking holdable. I just stopped myself from saying something more. I'm just gonna... I'm going back.
A sound. It could be a byproduct of something else, something that's being used to track the energy of... Oh my god, I'm a genius! A console in the...
He's gonna call out free schools. He calls us out all the time. He already knows. I hope we get lore in his 3D too. Girl, don't keep talking about it or I will say something I'm going to regret. Guys, this is a safe space. This is not a safe space. Steph is lying. This is not a safe space. This is not a safe space. I'm not speaking my mind.
Lock. I've got work to do.
Something being used to track the energies of theories. Something tracking the energies of the crystals. My questions and theories. Roscoe, if you're here, please let us be. This is why we have private accounts, real and true. He stalked the lore stream before. I think he was there because I needed help with spelling. He showed up before, yeah. He showed up in streams twice before, along with Lucy, and Gail's also been in there once. As long as he doesn't say anything about it, just look away real quick. Yeah, back when I was updating the slides after D&D, dude, I was going insane after that stream with all the spelling. It was so hard. It was so hard. My head hurt. Yeah, they've saying they stopped by makes it sound like they're a neighbor just stopping by to say hello. If they pop up, me and Steph can snipe them. It's on site. Oh my god, when Gale showed up, the freaking jump scare. I was just trying to play Stardew Valley. Like, excuse me. Excuse me. Trying to play a peaceful farming game, and then all of a sudden, you're never safe. Like, excuse you. Why? Why can't I be safe? Why not? Okay, I'm getting whiny. We need to wrap this up soon. Anyways. Has Zanny? No. I think Zanny and Cass have not shown up because our time zones are too different. Like, this time for them is, like, absolutely horrible, so I'm safe in that regard. Please, Madison, let him do it. No, stop. Zanny does not respect our privacy. What are you talking about? Have you seen him on Twitter? Excuse you. It's the British debuff. 5:31 a.m. Ew. Lucy? They could do the funniest thing right now. Steph, you suck. Lucy was in the stream after the D&D. After the D&D stream. My own mod is against me. I'm gonna demote Steph. He's called out my fanfics on stream too. Zanny doesn't respect our privacy. Lucy was here, yeah, after the D&D stream. Dude, I missed it. Someone else pointed it out to me. Because, like, yeah. Because Roscoe was fixing my spelling, and then Lucy was like, wait, Roscoe's here? And I was like, why are you both here? Why are you guys here? So I can be the only one with power. Anyways, okay. Theories. Something tracking the energies of the crystal. Something is tracking the energies of, oh my god, my spelling. Crystals. AKA Tears. AKA Morimer and his siblings. Whew. Who named Morimer? Hi, Chris. Is the villain for Avalon? I don't know. I just can't think that Morimer, that the first and second gen have related lore. I don't know why I think that wouldn't be a thing. I don't know. Damn it. Oh. I was hoping I would see some kind of story. Zanny and Cass blocked by time zone at least. Yeah. Second gen red tummy. Mike's posts aren't even Avalon related. True. Byproduct of something else. A byproduct of something else. Okay, Morimer and his siblings, right? Morimer and his siblings seem to all have powers and dominion over different aspects of the natural existing world, i.e. life and death, timeline, possibly Space. Possibly space, memories, nature. What if they have some kind of counterpart? Or someone who has dominion over them. I say nature just because Cass is an elf. And the crystal's green. Well, it's okay, look. Can you see? I've tried looking this up already. Anyways, just putting question marks. Or someone who has dominion over them. Scratchy ASMR. Oh, could you hear that? Okay, here's my thing, right? I don't think Gen 2 looks similar enough to Avalon at all for them to be counterparts. They don't look like they would be something from Primaterra, personally speaking. Personally speaking. I also think it would be big-brained, but also difficult to make 10 storylines converge that way. And still give each of them the freedom to do what they want with their lore. I think that'd be really difficult. But what do I know? I do think there's a higher being that oversees all the crystals, because someone had to give Morimer his name, right? Good time zones. Bye, Kay. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I do kind of hope they have their own lore. If they do have connected lore, like, that'd still be really cool. But it would be a cool thing to see them have their own lore as well. I can see them making it happen, yeah. Multiverse, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't think I can keep up with 10 people. I can barely keep up with 5. I can barely keep up with 5. Good luck to who decides to track Gen's 2's lore. For real, dude. I don't know who's gonna keep track of Gen 2 lore. But I don't know. I don't think I have the time to do so, unfortunately. So, you know. You know. Once we get into the multiverse territory. Guys, what if they don't have lore? Steph, don't say things like that. That's scary. Why would you say that? No, I'm sure they're gonna have lore. With their lines and with their models, I don't think it's possible for them to not have any lore. They definitely have some kind of lore. It's scarier than linked lore with first gen. I would prefer linked lore over no lore. We have a dinosaur in Gen 2, for God's sake. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I don't know. I do think we're getting Gen 2 soon, guys. Prepare yourselves. Prepare your wallets. Prepare your hearts. Prepare your sleep schedules. It's coming soon. It's definitely coming soon. I'm so ready, not mood. I'm not gonna survive. I'm glad we all feel the same way. The only thing that isn't ready is my wallet. A mood. What if Avalon is the one that gave the crystals? No. Oh. But I don't think Avalon's a real... Like, Avalon's not alive. Morimer says that Avalon, to the humans, it looked like they were tears coming out of an eye. And that the place, the location that is Avalon was named by humans. I don't think Avalon itself is a living sentient being, especially because the tears came from somewhere else first. Prima Terra isn't the first shard they were on. Prima Terra is a place they ended up in after traveling through Avalon. True, different periods of the past versus futuristic. I agree. I am interested to see what their lore would be. That's what I'm trying to point out. Yeah. So scared of Gen 2. Oh, you crouching my plastic pearls. Dude. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, the one who named them greater being, I'm very curious in this because I also think I personally I think it's connected to the static. Morimer doesn't seem surprised by the static, seems to know it's a person, or seems to know it's a person. Sleepy Arin, yes, very sleepy, very eepy. You're gonna wrap up soon. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's someone who like wants to look after them, someone who lost control over them, someone who feels obligated to watch over them, someone who wants to mitigate their damages. I do think it's connected to static. What it makes me think of is the Greek myth of Pandora's box. And how when Pandora opened the box, all the different like negative things came out, and the last thing was hope, and hope was supposed to mitigate and be like the counterpart to all the dark things that came out. It kind of feels like this static thing is supposed to be something related to that. It feels like it managed to stop Morimer. Right? It stopped Morimer from killing us. Why? How? Did it just like interfere with Morimer's power? Did it? I don't know. Like, did it just interfere with Morimer's power? Was it just a signal? Was there something that only he could hear? Does the frequency of the static seem like translate into words of some kind for the crystals? My brain hurts. Whew. My brain hurts. But yeah, okay. Then him saying I got what I wanted right afterwards. I think he's saying he got what he wanted as in he was let out. He got what he wanted as in he's let out and he can do what he needs to do or whatever, is what I think. But I don't know. Maybe there was some kind of information or something. What's also interesting is when he says that we're going to need the luck, I can't tell if he means like in terms of having to deal with him or if he's implying that there's something more coming. You know what I mean? Anyways, I had originally planned to also go through and update some of the other stuff that I haven't updated yet, that I've updated in my Twitter thread. However, it has already been 2 hours. Almost. It's already almost been 2 hours. So I will just update that in my own time another day. Right now my head hurts. I do need to get into bed. I think it's the ladder. What's the ladder? Oh, from him? Or from whatever's coming. I don't even remember what order I set them in. But thank you all for joining me today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. I will, that something's coming. Yeah, possibly. They're definitely building up to something. I want lore 2.0 videos. I want lore 2.0 videos. If anyone from Avalon is watching, I want lore 2.0 videos. Please and thank you. I want lore 2.0. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Sorry, I've been smacking my desk a lot today. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. Otsu. Let's see, what day is it? Today's Thursday. Damn. I will probably be streaming tomorrow as well. Probably not gonna stream anything lore 2.0 on April 1st, please. Why? They're gonna delete it after that and be like, haha, it was just a joke. Why would you wish that upon me? Angel, do you hate me? I knew you hated me. I knew this was how it, I knew it. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna stream yet. It will be League or Fields of Mystery, I think. League or Fields of Mystery tomorrow. That's gonna be it. One of those things. But yeah, otsu, and thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching me lose my mind again, and thank you for bouncing around ideas with me. Not League. I need to. I haven't played League in a while. It's been a few days. Thanks for braining. Thank you. My brain's about to explode. Otsu, and bye bye. Good night.